What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's recap time for the games that took place this weekend for Six Nations round 3. What a weekend of rugby. It was truly outstanding. First off, we saw France surprising us all and beating Scotland. Then we saw Wales make history and beat England. And then just now witness an absolutely outstanding game between Ireland and Italy. Now, what a weekend. So much to talk about, so much on the line for a team like Wales. Ireland getting that bonus point, much needed. Italy showing so much heart in the game they played tonight. It was absolutely outstanding. And then France bouncing back after really being under so much pressure and so much criticism through the fans around the world, just general rugby fans being disappointed in what the French were offering during the Six Nations campaign. It's not been pretty. They haven't been the strongest for quite some time now, but definitely showed some improvement. For Scotland, as for them, they were looking rattled, weren't looking the same team. I wasn't impressed. Without Finn Russell and Stuart Hogg, you could definitely see the pressure was there. They just weren't gelling. Laidlaw, on a positive note, I think came the second most highest point scorer in Six Nations, which is outstanding for him. Great player. But man, the Scots didn't look good, which is disappointing for them because there was so much improvement and so much great rugby being played from Scotland. And then all of a sudden they just didn't gel. So that's a worry for them indeed. And Gregor Townsend needs to work with this team because they need to bounce back. Opportunities missed, handling errors. It was just not the greatest game, whereas France just went in there, getting the tries, getting a very important bonus point victory, and really looking a lot better. I mean, the first half was dominated. They really did well. They came back. I mean, another hat-trick in the Six Nations, which was pretty much outstanding, but great stuff. As you saw in my review video for England and Wales, I mean, that was also a great game. I mean, the surprises all ends up. Wales really coming back and fighting hard in the last 10 minutes there. Truly remarkable. And then this game we just watched now between Italy and Ireland. My heart goes out to the Italians because they really, really played beautiful rugby. They were strong, they were passionate, they were energetic, and they just didn't give up. They fought to the death. I mean, even towards the end, I said it in the predictions video yesterday. I said, I think they're going to tire out, and they didn't really. They kept fighting. They kept going towards the try line. They kept giving a lot of, they kept fighting back against Ireland, and unfortunately for them, small handling errors, not being able to capitalise on the try line. In the 72nd minute, they were on the try line, could have maybe surprised us, but unfortunately, the Irish were just too strong for them. As for Ireland, they didn't look good today. Obviously, great comeback. Keith Earls, I thought, was pretty good. I mean, the speed within that man is brilliant. Peter O'Mahony getting man of the match once again. He is the star for Ireland at the moment. He is just another a beast on the field, and he's just on another level compared to the others. I wasn't impressed with Conor Murray. Even though he got a try, I just thought, okay, second half was better, but he didn't seem to gel. Johnny Sexton, I think, needs to be rested again. He should have maybe been rested for this game because he did not look strong. And I don't know what's going on, but there needs to be, this team doesn't seem to be gelling just of yet, and they need to catch a wake up. Yes, they got the bonus point victory, which is very important, and they needed it, but they just didn't seem to be working well together, which is a problem for Ireland. I think they need to really catch up because this tournament's not going to get easier. They've got a massive game at the end of the season against Wales, and I mean, if they want any opportunity of beating them, they need to pull up their socks and start playing proper rugby. Otherwise, they're going to get caught off. Same goes for Scotland. They're just not finishing off opportunities. They can be on the try line. They're there and thereabouts, but they just don't seem to get that final movement of play in order to score the points or get the try or get the kicks over. It needs to be done in order to do that. And the fact that Scotland couldn't capitalise when France had a yellow card, that was a problem for me. You need to capitalise on opportunities, especially when there's a player down. And I just thought, they weren't they weren't there. And yes, you can say Finn Russell's gone, and as well as Hogg, and then you've got Watson still out. But they need to have backups. They need to be able to handle this pressure, and it was a big loss for them. Hopefully, I think we're going in another break. The teams can start gelling and we can see players come back. I think Hogg's out for the whole Six Nations tournament, but hopefully Finn Russell can get back, because his impact in the Scottish team was definitely missed, and he showed a lot of character, I thought, in the previous game. So I'm expecting better rugby. But credit to France for really bouncing back and showing their country what they're made of, because I've said it before and I'll say it again, on paper this team has a good squad. France has a great team. They just didn't seem to be gelling, and last night they gelled and they showed a lot of character and strength, which was very much needed in this game, and I'm glad for their sake. But a lot more needs to be done. They need to continue this. Like I said, the tournament's not going to get easier for them as well, so they need to catch a wake up, because when they play Italy, I'm actually excited for that game, because I think the Italians' tails are up. They're looking good. They're looking strong. I mean, they just gave the second best team in the world a run for their money, which was pretty impressive. So if they can keep it going and keep it at it, we could see a shock or two. But again, well done to France for coming back. If we look at the stats, 4 tries to 1. There's a problem already. Scotland didn't score tries. Kicking from both teams was appalling. 50% to France and 67% to Scotland. You need to capitalise on points if you wanted to win. If Laidlaw had done it, maybe they would have been more confident. But same goes for France, because the last game, the French kicking was also shocking, so they need to work on that. If we look at metres run, 520 versus 555 to Scotland. Very interesting there. A lot more than what we saw against England and Wales. The attacking side, Scotland had the possession, 58% of it, and then they had the territory, 53% out of the whole game. If we look at first and second half, first half, France had 35% possession, Scotland 65, and then territory 41 to 59. So Scotland had the ball, they had the play, but they just couldn't capitalise and get on the opportunity. They were battling to get into their own half, and just wasn't great. Clean break, 17 for France, 12 for Scotland. Defenders beaten 35 to 27 to 35 to France. Offloads 14 to 7 to France. So Rucks won 97 of 100 to France, and 138 to 145 for Scotland. Turnovers conceded 12 for France and 16 for Scotland. Mauls, they were 100%, no misses there. So yeah, scrums, France clean 100%, they won all their scrums. Scotland lost 1. Lineouts also 100% for France. Scotland lost 2. Need to work on that. Discipline is the key. They need to get stronger at that. But well done France, 100% on that. That is absolutely brilliant. If we look at the defence, 204 tackles made by France, 177 of those successful, so 87% there. 156 tackles for Scotland, 121 of those being successful, and that's 78% for them, so they need to work on that. Penalties conceded 10 for France and 12 for Scotland. None were capitalising on opportunities for tries, which I thought was disappointing. I want to see better improvement there, but they need to work on the discipline, both teams. But well done to France for fighting back and showing a lot of character and a massive improvement opposed to the other games. It really was a very good performance, and hopefully for their sake they can continue. Scotland need to go back to the drawing board, find out what their problems are, work on their discipline, work on their opportunities of scrums and lineouts, so that they can get better and capitalise when you're on the try line. They need to do that, otherwise they are not going to go anywhere in this tournament. Again, it's getting harder. They need to pick up a victory. If we look at the Italian-Irish game, what a cracker. I mean, Italy scoring in the 33rd and 39th minute. Amazing last 10 minutes in that first half. Brilliant stuff from them. I mean, okay, Quinn Roux got one, Jacob Stockdale got one in the 21st minute, Keith Earls got a good try, and Conor Murray got his. Stockdale nearly scored at the last minute there, but just unfortunately the knock-on handling errors there. Sexton obviously kicking over some points, and Conor Murray as well getting some points over, but yeah, a lot of improvement needed from both of the star players for Ireland. If we look at the meters run, 485 for Italy, 534 Ireland. Percentage-wise, 58% to Ireland in the possession, 56 to Ireland in territory. First half obviously is a bit different, 48 to 52, and then 50 to 50. So both shared territory in that first half, and then obviously Ireland just getting better in the second half, capitalising on the opportunities, getting the tries needed, which was good for them. Clean breaks, 75 to Italy. Defenders beaten 20 to 34 to Ireland. 6 to 5 offloads to Italy. Rucks 186 of 89 for Italy, and 126 of 127 to Ireland. Not bad at all. If we look at the defence-wise, 182 tackles made by the Italians, 148 of those being successful, 154 tackles made by Ireland, 134 of those being successful. If we look at the line-out stuff, Italy losing the one, as well as the scrum, but here's a big thing for Ireland that they need to work on. 5 line-outs lost, which is not good. They need to work on that, especially against a team like Italy, who are generally weaker. They need to capitalise. Italy really played well and showed so much character, and very impressive. The thing that cost the Italians today was discipline. 14 penalties conceded. That is not good. They need to work on that if they're wanting to improve. And Ireland also 9 penalties conceded. No cards, thankfully, but yeah, what a game of rugby. It was just, I really felt for the Italians, and I wish they got that last kick over so that they could get the bonus point loss, because they really deserved a bonus point today. I thought they played with so much heart, so much character. It really was an impressive game, and I thought that it's good to see the Italians improving. They've been under a lot of criticism. People have been calling for them to go and all that jazz, but I think today they've earned a lot of respect from rugby fans around the world, myself included. I really thought they were absolutely outstanding. Ireland need to catch a wake up. They also need to go back to the drawing board and start gelling up, because I wasn't impressed with what I saw. Yes, great comeback and credit to them for that, but they're not the Irish team of 2018, and I'm going to be doing a video on that coming up shortly, so make sure you're subscribed. That's going to do it for today's video, guys, for the recaps of the weekend. What a weekend. Congratulations to France rugby fans, to Wales rugby fans, as well as Irish rugby fans, but also to the Italians, because I thought they were standout today. Much better improvements. And also remember, that was without their big man Sergio. So fantastic stuff from Italy, and well done to all the teams for winning. Six Nations is getting more and more exciting. I can't wait for it to continue. Ireland-Wales is going to be a cracker, and we got some other games to look forward to. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.